Hello my dear friends, this is Cross Stitch with Luda. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back to Ukraine finally. We arrived few hours ago and because I could not sleep, I decided to make a video for you. I'm also so excited to share with you an interview with Thea Duek. Thea is a designer for Victoria Sampler company, and believe me or not, I did not plan anything. I did not plan meeting her. It's all happened on our way to Canada, and I contacted her by email, and she was so nice to answer me. I even told my friends. I know she would not answer to me, but I just will try. I will try my luck. I was so happy when she answered me, and believe me, I still can't put all the things in my head, whom I met and how that happened, all that stuff. So after meeting her, I went to a cross stitch store. Also, it was like 2 hours before the close, and I found that sampler I was constantly talking in that interview. So I wanna show you before, so you understand what I was talking about. My idea was to have this sampler in the middle and have Nora Corbett's Christmas trees, but I really like this one, and I know it's not an easy one to start from, but I'll try. I will maybe ask your advice, but this design I was talking about, and I really think this is gorgeous design. There are some additional threads and beads, embellishment pack, but just want to show you one more time the design I was talking about, so you have an idea what is Victoria Sampler Designs. I wish we had other designs to show you, but again, we did not plan that interview really. This all happened spontaneously. So guys, enjoy this interview, and I also have a video from the cross stitch store. I purchased this wonderful design, and again I'll show you the card. Here is an address. If you will ever be in Victoria, go to the store and you will see lots of designs and big variety of cross stitch goods. I also got another stuff, but I'll show you in my other video. Okay, I really hope you will enjoy it, and let me know in your comments what do you think and what do you like the most from Victoria Samplers. I am new to these designs, but even I know them from before, but I did not really Google them. I'm too scared to see other designs because they're all so nice, and now I'm in the group of Victoria Sampler, and guys, there's so much things to see and so much things to stitch. Thea is really an amazing designer. She has her unique things, if you can say that. I mean, to me she's very special because she's not like others, and you can quickly understand which design it is just by seeing her style and her type of work. Okay, hello everyone. I have a special guest today.
It's so nice to meet you, Luda.
So we are now in Sydney, in British Columbia, in Vancouver Island, and I came here to visit my family. And a few days before I arrived here, I showed my friends a beautiful design, the one I want to stitch from your company, because I have never ever stitched, but I heard a lot.
Oh.
I have heard a lot, and I've seen many times. I was living in Las Vegas, and I saw ladies stitching lots of Victoria Sampler, like tons of designs, and they always used to tell me, you have to try one.
You have to try one.
Yes, you have to. And I remember there are lots of specialty stitches, and obviously never tried anything before I came to United States. I only stitch kids, and I thought I will need some time. But I found a pretty design. It's a Christmas heirloom sampler.
The heirloom Christmas sampler. You
Yeah.
started with that one?
No. I won it, and I sent it to my girlfriends.
Okay.
So I love this design. And my friend collecting them, and she stitched, and she said, I would love to go to their retreat, but it's in Canada. And I remember ladies told me it's in Canada. Like, yeah. And I was curious because I'm going to Canada, and I asked them,
Where
is in Canada? And she told me it's in Sydney, and my husband was next to me, and he told me there are probably 20 Sydney in
There's one other one in Nova Scotia.
yeah, he said lots of Sydney in Canada, and like appears it's right next to his house.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and
Did your husband also live in Sydney, or do your parents? I mean, his
no,
parents.
he grew up. He was born in Victoria,
Okay.
BC, and
But they're here now in Sydney.
no, they're in Victoria.
Oh, they're back in Victoria. Okay.
No, they just came here.
I see.
I don't think Paul even been here in Sydney. Yeah,
But it's so close. It's almost next door. It's about half an hour drive.
Yes, 40 minutes. But the reason I wanted to meet you because in Russia, Ukraine, people just started discovering your design. It's not that popular
Yet.
and I think because they did not see it live and they don't know.
No, it's very difficult to
What-
kind of
yeah.
understand what I'm doing and how to do it, right?
Yeah, and maybe people in the United States also have in their collection, but I don't see on a floss tube often they stitch it,
No.
And I think to show them sometimes.
Very nice.
Yes, and then people like it and they're gonna try because the thing is when you do cross stitch all the time, you get used to it. It's like routine work.
It's very meditative
Yes.
and repetitive
Yeah,
and
and-
lovely. Like it makes you feel really good.
Yeah, and your designs are a little bit different because there are other stuff taking you out of the box, or how you can say.
They're
And-
outside the box.
Yes.
Yes.
And also challenge you to learn something new.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I started 20 years ago with all these specialty stitches. It's very popular with people who love to do all these special stitches, and that's not just a few people, that's quite a few people. But in the cross-stitch area of needlework, there are people who mainly do cross-stitch. I'm not very well known, and neither are my designs, even though I have over 600 of them.
Wow.
I know. So the fact that you are crossing over, moving into the specialty area and introducing some of your cross-stitch fans to this specialty stitching area is very exciting. It's exciting not just for me, but I think for your stitchers.
Yeah, I just like to try something new, and I really love the design itself. It's like super pretty. I want to stitch another Christmas tree, but I was like looking at that design and like it could be in the middle, and other will be like next to, and yeah, it was like surprise for me that
That you
appears that-
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
A surprise for you, what? That,
To see that design and also meeting you and everything. I'm so excited. But
well, what you might not know is that this week, I haven't had an interview for, I don't know, 10 years. This week alone, you emailed me, another man emailed me and has interviewed me already, and someone else interviewed me, is going to interview me next week. So I got a request from 3 completely different people
that's
to
really
interview me. And I said to my husband, what's happening? Like, why suddenly this week I get all these people who want to chat with me and put me on their podcasts? And I said, this is really unusual for me too. So
I think
I'm
people
excited.
I think people also wanna know something different, something. Sometimes we stitch with eyes.
Yes.
Like we look a lot, and we wanna something will make us really not passion, like how to say?
Inspired?
Inspired, maybe. Yes. When I stitch something new, I'm all in there.
Me too.
Yes. And that's why I think people start to realize that lots of things we've seen already, and your design somehow people love so much, but they're scared to stitch, and they collect them.
Scared.
They have like,
But they don't start.
they don't start.
Right. Well, I'll tell you something, Luda. There's I believe there's some cosmic forces happening this week, and that is because I have just yesterday finished a big project where I have created a Victoria Sampler Academy of Learning. And this Victoria Sampler Academy is where I am teaching some very small gradual steps to learning specialty stitches. You may not know this.
No.
Because this is new. It's completely new, and I just started the school online. It is under victoriasampleracademy.com. So you can go there, and all the courses are free. And I have introduced specialty stitches to people who have cross-stitched a long time on linen, or even if you've been stitching on Ada, you can still take these courses, because the very first course is how to stitch on linen, which you know, when you're doing specialty stitches, you need to have the linen. So this school is online right now. I did it yesterday, and it's taken me a year to put it online. So maybe that's why you called me up, is just to let you know about my new school. And you didn't know it.
I did not know. I did not know anything. You know, I'm stitching. I have like lots of stash, and I really would love to try something new.
I'm excited because I know you're a very good stitcher.
Well, I don't have much time anymore, but I'm trying.
I have looked at your, you call it your floss tube, right?
Yes.
You see, the word floss tube, I've only just heard. I don't go there because I have so much to do myself, but the floss tubes are mainly for people who are sharing their stitching, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've seen yours now that you've called me up, and we've exchanged emails. I went to your floss tube channel, and I thought, oh my goodness, I mean, you stitch beautifully. Like, I see how careful you are with your stitching. So you're a very good stitcher.
Well, I stitch long time, and
but people love watching you, right?
This is what they ask me to do.
Yes.
I do, you know.
I know, it's so exciting.
But I have a question for you. Is it difficult to start stitching that design I have, or I should start from something simple? Because I think I chose a very hard one.
Yeah, you did. Okay, first of all, the heirloom Christmas sampler. It's not so difficult until you get to the hardanger, the hardanger bottom, but also the tree. The tree itself is very challenging counting. So I have a hint for you if you are going to do it eventually. My hint is that you do all the outside branches first. Okay, so that the outside branches you can count.
Yeah.
But all inside, if you mess up the counting, it's not going to be a problem. So you can kind of make the inside branches your own. You don't have to do it the way I have put it on the chart. And that will make it so that you don't have to count so much for every branch.
With lots of confetti, or what is inside?
No, what's inside is more branches.
Okay.
But if you don't count them correctly, it's no big deal.
Okay, because it's a tree.
Exactly. So just do the outsides, and that way you'll get the outside of the tree accurate, and then you do the inside the best you can.
Yeah, because I actually have seen people never stitch Victoria Sampler, and they start from that design and they stitch it.
It is a very difficult design. It's one of the more difficult ones. It's also one of the most popular ones.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Maybe that's why I like it, because I mean everyone likes that design.
Yes, they do. However, there are plenty of other smaller designs, and again, you can go to the school and learn some things there. And I also have, a YouTube channel where there's an introduction to hardanger as well, so you can learn a variety of stitches either in my school, my new school. I'm so excited. Or you can go to the YouTube channel. It's a Victoria Sampler YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
I found your YouTube channel as well. You have lots of subscribers. I did not know how I did not know about you because I think I know every single floss tuber.
But again, I don't use the word floss tube.
You have to put a hashtag. So
I guess I do.
Yeah, so more people will find you.
I didn't know how to do that, and now you've told me. I'm going to go right home and do that. Okay. I'll put the hashtag. Where do I put the hashtag? On each video?
When you upload a video, there is a...
Yeah, I can put hashtags then. So on each video, I have to put the word hashtag floss tube.
Yeah, and cross stitch so people can find it this way.
See, I don't know anything about YouTube or all of your groups.
Yeah, but how you started designs? Were you a stitcher? You were a stitcher before, or?
I kind of found designing when I was. I had my children when I was 26, and by the time they got to be about 10 and 12 years old, I was getting bored. Okay. I was at home and I was taking care of them, but I didn't have anything else to do that was for me, just for me. And at that time, it was about 1985 or so, I found counted cross stitch. And I thought, oh, I kind of like this. This is kind of nice. But I tried everything before that. I tried woodworking. I tried toll painting. In Ukrainian, you have toll painting things, right? I did that. I tried a lot of things. But when I started the counted cross stitch, I said, that's for me. That's what I like. So I started counting cross stitch patterns, you know, other people's patterns. And I thought, excuse me, I really like doing it. So it took me about a year of practicing. And then I thought, you know, maybe I could do a pattern. Somewhere in my head, I thought, this isn't, you know, it's good, it's lovely. But I thought maybe I could do something. And a friend of mine had a birthday. And when she had this birthday, I thought, I will make her a cross stitch of her house with her dog in it, because I didn't know if I could do it or not, so I tried. And I made her this little tiny cross stitch about this big. And I stitched it, and I was careful with the colors, and I did it right on the 8 o'clock, just while I was, you know, designing it. I thought, okay, this should be brown, and the dog has to be white, and it was in the window, and I gave it to her. It took me about a month. It was this little tiny thing. But anyway, I gave it to her, and I didn't chart anything. I just did it right on the clock. And she was so happy, and I got hooked. Oh, that's okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So I got hooked, and I just started after that. I thought, oh, I'll do something where I would be able to cross-stitch, what do you call it, souvenirs for people and visitors to Victoria, because we have a lot of tourists here.
Yeah, it's a very touristic place.
Extremely touristy. So we had people coming in, and then they would take these packages, and they would take them, and while they were traveling, they would stitch them. So, you know, I did that for about 5 years. It was called Lamppost Designs, my company, and it was just local. I just did all the cross-stitching. And then after that, a friend of mine became a friend of mine. She just was opening a shop, and she said, can I buy a whole bunch of these cross-stitch patterns from you? And I said, sure. And this was my biggest customer so far. He said, I'll have 6 of everything. And so I laughed, and I said, that sounds like a really good time. What are you doing? And she's opening a shop, and she said, would you like to work with me? Well, I had died and gone to heaven, so I started working in this shop. And working with Dawn in Fancy Works was a bridge for me, because she was encouraging me to design. And also I got to see all the threads. Like, she was quite wealthy, so she was able to buy all these threads that I didn't have access to before that. There were overdyed silks and pearl cottons that were different, all made out of silk. And there were ribbons and all sorts of different fibers that I'd never used before. So you can imagine, I'd been doing cross stitch, but all of a sudden, like, you can do anything. So my world opened up when I was working there, and my stitching world. And then I started the Victoria Sampler.
Okay, now I understand why it's so different because of your friend. She
She was the
introduced you.
one.
She
Yes.
introduced you to different kind of threads. You see,
Exactly.
when you stitch with one thread all the time, you kind of get bored.
Yeah.
And but sometimes it's fine. I like it. But sometimes I feel I need clinic. I need
Something else.
some sparkles, some beads, some I don't know, everything. And I feel I like it. Once you try it, you will understand.
I agree.
I think very few people who really doesn't like it, but
They don't go back.
majority people.
They start and they just can't stop.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean you can't continue to do cross stitch
Oh, yeah.
patterns.
Yeah.
You just
It's like-
have more variety.
Yeah, it's for you to get out of your capsule or your box.
In your,
just-
I think they call it the rut here.
Really?
Yeah, you get out of a rut. You know, you're going along in a kind of a predictable way, and then
comfortable zone.
comfortable zone,
Yeah.
and then you think, oh, I think I'm ready for something different. And when you're ready for something different, this is really wonderful. The first time I did a specialty stitch was when I picked up a book that was called For the Love of Linen, I think, or Love of Linen.
I've heard about this.
Have
book,
you
I
heard
think,
that?
yes.
Okay, so it's a very simple little book. And I took it home, and I had a piece of linen from the shop, because she had linen. So I took a piece of linen, because before that I was working on Ada cloth, like anyone. And in fact, more people stitch on Ada around the world. They do counted work on Ada more than any other. Even now, there's in comparison, fewer people work on linen. So I want people to work on linen, because that way you can do the specialty stitches
Easier and the stitches are nicer
on the linen.
on the linen.
Anyway, so I was working on Ada cloth, and I took this linen home, and I was following the pattern, looking at it, and thinking, oh, that's how you do it. And I started working, and all of a sudden, I felt myself, now this, you'll laugh at this, I thought I was back in the 1600s.
Really?
All of a sudden, I felt like I was sitting in a castle, and I had, my little frame around me, and I had a long flowing gown on, and it was a connection with people who had done this kind of stitching for years, for hundreds of years before. Because all these stitches are not new. They're maybe new to you, maybe new to me.
Yeah, but it's
But
been
they've
done by other people a long time before us.
Historical. And the Ukrainian embroidery is particularly interesting to me. There's also the Persian embroideries and the Indian embroideries. There's so many different kinds all over the world. And we use different names for them, and we use different materials. But we can incorporate them into our counted cross stitch on linen. It's very exciting.
Interesting. So you call your designs Victoria Sampler because of that connection,
Yes.
or because of Victoria clothes?
Because of Victoria.
Because of the city Victoria.
Yeah, in fact, I wanted to call it, I wanted to call it Sampler Company.
Okay.
But in our town, you could not call it Sampler Company in the business sense, because if you did, you would not have a specific enough name.
Okay.
Because they had to use something that was specific to this area. So I thought, okay, Victoria Sampler then. They said,
Well,
fine.
it's a very nice name. I like that name.
Thank you.
And I think lots of people know what is Victoria Sampler is. You just have to try it
You just have to try it.
and see every single detail. You can stare there like 1 hour at least, and it is very
Thank you. All my designs are on my website, but the website is old-fashioned. So I am in the process of creating a new website so you can see bigger pictures, and so you can see it on your phone.
Okay.
Because right now, my old website is hard to see on your phone.
Okay. What about where people can purchase your designs? Are you working with the measure stores, or they have to order from Canada? Because I
we
see
can-
them in the stores. I've seen them in the stores.
Of course.
But I have not really see them in 1, 2, 3 stitch because I don't know.
They are in 1, 2,
Yeah,
3
they are,
Stitch. In
right?
fact, they are one of our bigger customers.
Okay.
So you just go to 1, 2, 3 Stitch, you'll be
So it's
fine.
easy then. If they're in 1, 2, 3 stitch, it's easy.
It might be something that you might want to do, but they don't carry everything. So we send all over the world.
They can buy directly from you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So you just go to victoriasampler.com and
I'll leave a
you
link
can buy
below
it.
under the videos.
Okay, good.
People can find it easy.
Find my website and my new school.
Okay. I'll take some notes from you.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And what is your top favorite designs, or do you have them, or
Well, I know that there are favorite designs from other people.
from other people? Yeah.
But my top favorite design is number 100. And I did a anniversary design. For me, the number 100 was significant. I had done that many large designs. And I call it the heirloom stitching design. So it has a little bit of almost every kind of stitch in it, and it's very long.
Wow, it's
Yeah,
like I don't know how you call it in English, panel, like a long,
a long panel.
Your regular design.
So it's about this wide, I guess. No, maybe this wide, but it's quite long.
Okay, I have to check it, and maybe people will check it as well.
Yeah.
And what others?
As you said, the heirloom Christmas is very exciting. The other ones that I really enjoyed making, and I'm still continuing to make, are the gingerbread cottages. Have you seen those?
No.
Okay.
I might see, but I don't know names yet because, again, I was explaining to you why.
Yes, it's all new.
But I want to introduce you to other people, so they also probably same like me. They will find it.
I hope that you enjoy it. I know that when I'm talking to your people that are now watching or are going to be watching, if it's something that they really enjoy, there are lots of ways to get in touch with us. And one of the ways is to talk to us and join our Facebook group. It's a chat group, in fact, Victoria Sampler chat group in Facebook. And there we do a lot of talking together so that people
Can help you, or you can
Yes.
share your result, maybe like always.
Exactly. Yes, it's a wonderful group. I'm not saying that I like Facebook better than other groups, but it's an easy place for us all to get together and learn from one another. And I do a bunch of little designs in there, and I encourage people to get creative and change their colors and those kinds of things. So it's a really active, fun group. But as far as the designs that you were asking about, my favorite design is number 100. But I have so many different designs that it's difficult for me to say what's my favorite. A very big seller is the heirloom wedding. That one's very big.
I think I've seen this one. I've seen.
And it's mostly tone on tone with lots of hardanger lace at the bottom. And then there are, as I said, the gingerbread village, which has actual little buildings made out of gingerbread colored fabric. Have you ever seen a gingerbread house?
Yes.
Okay, so I create the actual three-dimensional houses.
Okay.
So I stitch a wall, and then I stitch another wall, and I put those walls together, stitch them together, so there's actual 4 walls and a roof, and everything is stitched. It's pretty exciting. So just, if you go to our website, you can go to victoriasampler.com, I should say. There's a search panel, and you put the word gingerbread in there, and then you'll find all of them.
I also found your designs before I even talked to my friend. Your pincushion. You know, pincushion.
Victorian
Because
pincushions?
they're selling these designs in Ukraine. That's how I know, because I'm in the groups and I found it. I did not know Victoria Sampler now making pincushions.
We've made pincushions before, but this one with the wooden, you mean
Yes,
the
it's
wooden
a stem,
tall one?
yeah.
Yeah, that's a really big favorite now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But I'm telling you, they even sell in Ukraine in groups. And
Really?
people love them.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, this is how I know.
That's so nice to hear. And of course, I don't know because I'm in Canada on the west coast.
Yeah.
And you're very far away in Ukraine from me. So it's not that the world is very small when you think about what we are interested in. There are so many specialty stitching people, but they're all spread all over the world.
Yes.
Very nice.
So what else can you tell my followers about you? Because I have lots of questions, but I'm scared that people will ask.
You can ask anything you want, really, as long as we could also, go outside, so that because they're going to have a club here, I think they're going to be speaking. So we might stop for.
Okay,
Hello.
We just moved to another spot because I think it's nicer here, and
We're outside.
yeah, we're outside. So do you keep your designs, like model designs, at home?
Yes.
You keep them all 600?
I have all the model designs. They're all put away in special drawers. They're filed, and they are, the names are all on them. I know how to get a hold of them. In fact, I have one lady who takes care of them all.
Okay, the one who does video with you.
No,
No?
that lady does other things. She does all the
Okay.
charting. That's her name is Lisa.
Okay. Hi, Lisa. And would you show them sometimes on your channel?
Yes, I actually do a Facebook Friday every Friday at 9:30 on Pacific time. And what we do, Lisa and I chat, and then we show models.
Okay.
We don't only show models, but we do show models then. And that's on our Facebook chat group. And then that video, I take that and put that on my YouTube channel,
okay.
which now I'm going to be calling my floss
Tube, yeah.
I'm
learn.
sorry. We
We're
learn and we
learning.
learn. Exactly.
But it's nice to see designs and people like it, and then they're curious, and then they go in and searching.
Yes. I think that what I might do is start a YouTube channel live presentation, because if I do it that way, it will be clearer. Because I've found that Facebook live videos are
Yes.
very blurry.
Blurry, also blurry on live stream on YouTube. That's why I'm making videos.
Oh.
When you do videos and slowly you focus on details,
Yes.
don't move camera.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
That I know.
And
But if it's not clear, so I have to actually take my video camera and use that as a still, not a still, as a moving picture, and then I upload it,
Yeah.
right? That's what you mean.
yeah, and upload with high resolution.
Exactly.
Yeah, then you see it really clear and
clear.
nice. Yes, and you can see all the details. On a live stream, I'm watching live stream, and you can't see that clear. You can't see that close also.
Exactly. Because stitching is so particular, it's so special and little, you just can't get enough detail that way. So thank you for that. I will
Yeah.
keep that in my mind too. No more live stuff. Okay, you get the real detail.
Also, the sound there on a live stream. Well, it's possible to watch. It's no problem. We're all talking about stuff which is okay to understand through live stream, but the voice is clear, more clear when you do just video like we
Yes,
do right now.
yes. I wish I brought some models with me so I could show
Yeah.
some. But next time, because
Next
you
time.
might be here again.
Next year, maybe. Yeah,
That's good.
Not maybe we're playing, but
I will see you next year when you come,
yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
And you're going to talk to your Ukrainian Russian
Yes.
ladies
I
now.
now want to say hi to my Russian Ukrainian lady, but I have to put on pause.
Oh,
But
okay.
we're gonna finish today video, and we wish you a wonderful day. I hope you will find new designer. It will be one of your favorites as well. And
My
yeah.
name is Thea, and I was Dutch to begin with, so if you're looking for me, it will be Thea Duek, but the Victoria Sampler is my company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have started with that one.
Yeah, no, it's important that they know how to find me, so that's good. I really appreciate you coming to see me and to interview me, because it's something so special to be able to talk to those people that are completely on another side of the world. And you speak both English and Russian.
Yeah.
And is Ukrainian a different language
Yes, I speak
again?
Ukrainian as well.
You see, so hello to everyone there.
Okay, guys, bye. Okay, guys, I'm in a store called Buttons and Needlework,
Run it by her.
and I'll try to be quick because usually they don't like to
I thought that the order
for people to make video.
She's actually, they mail from Israel. That's where she lives.
Ребята, я в магазине, который называется
She sends it off about a week.
Пуговицы и Needlework.
So if she decides to.
Хочу показать вам быстро все.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I'm really disappointed. I wanted it for the long weekend. It's usually for the yeah. Just visiting my parents for the one weekend.
Oh, very nice.
Just a quick trip. You guys a little warmer or not? It's
No, just film the video. I asked for permission.
Not as nice and fresh as it is here by the
Oh,
ocean. Though. It's kind of humid and sticky.
yeah. Oh, I see. Alrighty, thank you.
Listen, thanks very much. Thanks a lot. Be back.
Hello.
They have everything's in there that you need.
It's okay.
You need your eyes in there.
Oh, yes.
And your height.
Yes, certainly.
Okay.
Okay, what size?
A 10 millimeter.
And an 8 millimeter double point. Okay. So 10 millimeter, 32 inch, and you like the chow goo?
It doesn't matter what it is.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
10 mil, okay, so they go up to 8. Yeah. Oh, you do? Okay, there's a 10 mil, 32. Yep. Do you know what is part of that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Is this the
It is. Yeah, well, I might have a 10 mil in that. Yeah, it'll be considerably more. If you like. Oh, okay.
Imagine you call. You're like,
All right. And then you want to go with a double point. You can see. Here's an 8 mil. 1795, 1295. Yeah, very, very much a chocolate. Six shoulders, okay. The flexi clip? It's actually quite popular in the guys. So instead of using 4s, they don't have the same range of sizes. So I don't know the best way you see it. Yeah, you can. So use, I think the way they work is you use two, yeah. They've been quite popular, but yeah, we had a whole range of sizes. But we're just not sure if we're going to keep.
okay, so stitch together. So where would I?
Yeah, it's okay. Stitch holders over there. Okay. Here by Morocco, it's kind of similar. It is. Yeah. Really thick. Thick and thin. Yeah. I remember it well. And we wanted it. We were so disappointed. They didn't tell us that they were going to one day. We ordered it. Oh no, it's been discontinued. Believe me, we're not happy. So there is no, this is the best alternative that we've come up with.